Hello, Supergirl fans, and what up, guys? Comic franchise here, and yeah, and welcome to my Livewire episode review, episode 4. It was a really good, it was an interesting episode and fantastic at the same time. Yeah, it was really good, awesome, and yeah, following the Paris attacks, they had to switch around the episode. So episode 5 will be how does she do it next week. So yeah, it was a brilliant episode. I loved it. It was so good. And yeah, it was the first enjoyable villain to have in this episode, and directed by Kevin Tankley and written by Robert Anklin Skins and Caitlin Brush. Yeah, and guest stars Lucy Lane again. Guest star as Britt Morgan as Leslie Wills / Livewire. So, do synopsis in a minute. Coming up next will be my Dumpy Brown review, and then EastEnders, and then Emmerdale tonight, and then my Hollyoaks reviews will be tomorrow. So like that. So here's the synopsis of the show. This is early, but I have to do it because it's a long synopsis. So here's the synopsis of the show. At the DIO headquarters, the guards are executed. Shaken's humanoid-looking alien decides to make a break for it by freeing itself, taking out the guards. When the alien enters the control room, Clara wastes no time at all to subdue it. Even she has interrupted by a call from Alex about keeping a promise to get together later on. After Clara finishes her fight with Dane, who happens to be a female, she asks Ham for the rest of the day off. As Clara arrives to Alex's apartment, she's freaking out that their mother, Leslie Davis, will be upset that Clara has come out as Supergirl. However, when Eliza arrives, she's opposite. She's happy to see Clara, but a little less impressed by Alex. While Clara invites Wynn over Thanksgiving, she also tries to get James to come over, but he already made plans to be with Lucy. Yeah. At the Cat Co, they have some employees who have critical of the girls still. One of them being the radio personalist Leslie Wills, who happens to work in the basement of the company's radio station. Her shocking race is making everyone else annoyed, including Kat, who orders Leslie to see and tells the DJ no longer talk about her opinions about Supergirl. Well, when Leslie objects, Kat tells her that she's been transmitted to the traffic copper. As Kat refuses buy out Leslie's contract, they freefall. She can't be fired. Before Leslie leaves, she warns Kat, causing the lighters to flicker. Later on, a male mayor Techno causes the object of the chopper to tell Leslie they are returning, but she refuses. When she starts to spin out of control, Supergirl saves the chopper, but when she takes Leslie's hands, a bolt of lightning hits both of them. At the hospital, Kat, who attempts to call her about having put Leslie in the chopper, feels guilty about it and tells Leslie to get up. At Alex's apartment, Elijah sees this on TV and tells Alex to turn it off, explaining that she doesn't understand how she allowed Carl to put on the costume. Elijah tells Alex she couldn't count on her daughter to look out for Carl, but Alex isn't happy. She leaves for work. Yeah. Meanwhile, Leslie is finally discharged from hospital, but is now walking around with her hands being charged with lightning. When a man encounters her in an alley, she unconscious blasts in with electric and gets rushed from it. At the same time, the Devils are celebrating Thanksgiving dinner. As Alex analyzes tension spills over the drinks, Carl leaves the table to take a quick call from James, who says he's suffered and a little bit bored. Carl tells him to have fun with Lucy. He says Happy Thanksgiving. When Kara returns, when starts asking Eliza about work, only have to have Alex to tempt that and Kara and that and Kara work for the DNO, which is not sitting well with Isla, including question with wherever she thinks Jeremy will be proud of this. After Alex and when leaves, Kara asks why Leslie was hard on Alex and interrupted by a call from Kat, who wants Kara to come in and help set a conference call to Berlin. I think it's Belgium. I don't know. I'm getting confused. To Belgium. But the power is not working. Kara tells that they contract win, where all of suddenly the lights go out, and thanks to the appearance of Livewire, who first broadcasts strains to Kat's TV bank in her office, then appears in front of Kat, loses her new gift, electrocuting her. As Kara rushes Kat to safety, Kat sends Kara to bring up security, but before Lara can kill Kat, Supergirl jumps in front of the blast, offering to help Leslie. During the fight, Lara feds off Supergirl's vision powers and then attacks and elevate. Kat finds herself in as Supergirl saves Kat before it falls any further. Yeah. Oh yeah. As Hank and Kara watch a conference of the Livewire blackouts, Hank discovers out the lightning that went through Kara's body was passed into Leslie's, so he submits to Kara that they should use DO's armor in this place to include her. Kat then tells Kara to go home, but Kara wanted to ask Kat about mothers and daughters, in which Kat reveals she is who she is because of a disappointed mother and feels like it's her fault by winning her with a bad behaviour instead of holding her high status. Because it gave them ratings back on the apartment, Alex goes to check on Eliza, who apologises for what she said about her dad and why Alex Wise makes the hard choice while being easy on Kara. Eliza said she just wanted Alex to be better than her, but that didn't mean she don't love her, and that Alex has also been her Supergirl. Alex apologises for lying about the DL. Eliza says there's something she needs to tell both of the girls, only to be interrupted by a phone call before Alex, and she leaves to work at Catco. Supergirl as Kara as Supergirl shows up to help Kat with capturing Livewire by drawing her out with a trap using DO's arsenal. At the plaza, Kat broadcasts an invitation to meet Leslie where it all started. The street where Kat had discovered Leslie, Livewire shows up but refuses to reason with Kat. Opportunity to electrocute her boss, only stopped by Supergirl when then draws Livewire into the fight and get blasts best of her, making it possible to use the DO's trap. Supergirl then finds an underground water pipe and drains her with water and knocking Livewire out. Yes, it was a really good episode. Onto the last bits of the synopsis. They're very interesting. The next day, Kara gives Wynn leftovers and attempts that his father, who's in prison, was a terrible father and that he's grateful for having included in a holiday. Then gives Kara a light kiss. Just then, James and Lucy show up, with James asking Kara if it's okay, and she says she's glad to have him back, and she heads into Kat's office with a number of paparazzi photos as Kat opens to run a photo easy on the people and throw them into soup kitchens. As Kara goes off to take care of that, Kat tells her that after learning about her parents' death, her life with a foster family. She wants to know more about her at home. Kara and Alex learned from Melissa that Gemma's death wasn't in a plane crash. That she never believed that through it's what they told her. She also told them that Gemma worked for Hank at the time he died. When they returned to the DO, Hank congratulates Kara on the capture of Livewire, but Alex and Kara, now suspicions of Hank, says they have to find out what happened to Gemma. Yeah, I want to know what happened to Gemma as well, because he's in flashbacks now, and the one who plays the original Superman in the original Superman series, I think it was. Yeah, it was. And yeah, I want to know more about Gemma's death in the future of the episodes, which was shocking, really, that bit. In the flashback, this is the last bit. In the flashback, they to their past, they lead up this revelation. Eliza brings Jeremiah inside. As soon as they gone, Kara takes Alex out for a flight. As Jeremiah yells at the girls, there's a knock at the door, and Jeremiah tells them to go upstairs. He answers the door, and it's Hank Henshaw. He wanted to take Kara away. Jeremiah instead offers himself to work for the DO, and since he knows everything there's no about Superman, he will turn over the research. But when they have to leave Kara alone, Henshaw then tells Jeremiah, "Welcome to the DOL." Yeah, it was a really good episode, brilliant and awesome at the same time. Yes, I know I'm wearing my Marvel t-shirt, who cares? So, the verdict of this episode, I'm going to give it 8.8 out of 10, because it was a really good episode and awesome at the same time. So please like, comment and subscribe for more Supergirl reviews. Coming up next is my Underground review. Bye!